How to make 5 figures like the T20 Malaysians without working harder or longer. For the years I've done my coaching and advisory, I can tell you it comes down to mindset. The most important difference is the victim versus responsible mentality. In a victim mentality's world, you blame the office politics. Management is stupid. The system is rigged. The world is unfair. You pointing fingers to everyone and everything except yourself. By the way, when we point one finger out, 4 fingers pointing back to ourselves. Being a victim can be addictively enjoyable because the number one thing a victim crave is attention. And attention is a primal human need. Since the time we were babies, it is a survival need. That's why babies cry, to get attention. Victim be like,
look at me, I want sympathy. I enjoy getting help, support with little to zero effort on my own, if any at all.
Victims will complain to ministers. Victims will still complain to ask for more from the government. On some level, that is also a bonding mechanism because when you have victims that come together and they are like,
oh, you think your boss is bad? My one even worse. Let me share my story.
Also, victims get to evade responsibility. Victims get to make excuses. Victims also get to maintain their face and their ego because they are always right. In the mind of a victim,
I was 100% right. Other people are wrong. Other people are toxic.
Everyone else, the government, the politicians, the rich people were to be blamed. But there are costs of being a victim. You will feel stuck, helpless and hopeless all the damn time. Having everything done to you as the victim versus taking accountability over your future and surroundings. And what do you think other people think of victims when they see them telling the same old story again and again? Loss of trust, respect, and credibility. The opposite of a victim mindset is a responsible mindset. For example, when you are laid off from your job, you will be like, hey, I understand the probable reasons I was being laid off, but my worst off colleague did not because I maybe was not being visible enough for the management to know me and the value what I've been doing for the company. Therefore, I was being overlooked for promotion and now among the first to get retrenched when the company needs to do what it needs to do. Or I have to accept that I wasn't that good anyway at what I do. My skills are just meh, nothing special. Or I happen to be in a low-paying job scope or even a low-paying sector. If so, I need to upskill or even reskill, change my industry I am finding a job in. See, in that moment, when I think like that, I'm not a victim anymore because I'm owning part of the reasons I was being laid off and do something different to reduce the chances I'm being laid off again in the future. Remember, the game of life is a combination of decisions, things that you do, circumstances, things that others do to you, including people you have never met, like politicians, and results. Your decisions and the circumstances. When we complain about life, we mostly complain about our circumstances, not our decision. We seem to be fixated on the circumstances. Circumstances happen to us before we can even make decisions. Heck, even before we are born. But decisions are far more interesting because that is how you change your circumstances. Possibly to the point that circumstances disappear or even stop mattering. Self-audit yourself for this is a reminder also for myself and see your world will changes. Follow for more, check out our long list of clients' testimonials or watch the next video.